Alright guys, the 2.1 livestream was a couple of days ago and there's just a ton of stuff dropping, especially more Acheron lore, which I'm really excited about. Before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel for more Honkai content, would really appreciate it, and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Okay, the two new 5 stars dropping in 2.1 are Acheron and Aventurine, as we've known for a while now. More importantly, they showcased the animations and went over the kits a bit so we can finally talk about it. Needless to say, Acheron just looks amazing in every way. Her animations are 10/10, her playstyle is very unique, and her ultimate is the pinnacle of ults. Of course they were going to put extra effort into this character given she's the Raiden of StarRail, but they really exceeded my expectations. Acheron's skill will be a single target that deals damage to adjacent enemies, and every time you use her skill she gains a stack of Slash Dream. The Slash Dream stacks will go up to 9 stacks, which will then allow you to use your ultimate. So yeah, she is the first character to not require energy in order to use her ult. Her basic attack won't provide any Slash Dream stacks, however, whenever an ally inflicts enemies with debuffs, Acheron will gain an additional stack of Slash Dream. This being the debuff aspect tied into her kit, making her an agility character. Acheron's ultimate now. What can I say apart from the fact that it's miles above every ultimate in the game? Once you do reach 9 stacks of Slash Dream, you pop her ult and her entire appearance changes, and it's not just a normal ult, you actually interact within the ult. She actually opens a domain expansion and everything goes black and white, which looks completely insane. Her ultimate is a 4-hit ult, with the first 3 being single target and you select who will be receiving those hits, with the final being an AoE slash. I personally cannot wait to see how much damage this ult will be dealing. You just know that they're going to make this character a hard hitter too, considering they put all of this effort into her and making her so unique like. Her technique is also very unique and so damn cool. So it's an attack in the open world, and the difference with this technique is she instant kills enemies, meaning you avoid entering battle. This technique even works in Simulated Universe and you still receive rewards from beating an enemy. I seriously thought RaidenMei made Simulated Universe easy enough, but now Acheron really does take the cake, and I know for sure some players are going to be trying to speedruns with this technique. The technique also doesn't use technique points unless you hit the enemy, meaning you can spam her technique and see the animations, which is a pretty nice touch from the devs. Also, if there are a few enemies bundled up together, you can spam her technique and unleash a combo. Her technique isn't just one animation like usual, so it's pretty cool seeing Acheron actually land a combo in the open world. The devs were hinting at many things linked to Acheron's past and just her as a character. There was even an image from the 2.1 trailer showing a girl with 2 horns, which can be seen as a RaidenMei reference. So just maybe there really is a link between Acheron and RaidenMei. The devs also mentioned Acheron is not her true name, so you never know. If they drop that her name is Mei, I'm seriously gonna lose it. Really just can't wait to delve deeper into more Acheron lore in the next update. Moving on to Aventurine in the second phase, and I gotta say, for a preservation character, he's looking like a really good pickup for those who do need a preservation character. Aventurine's main aspect would be his skill, as it provides a stackable shield to the team. Now every time an ally is attacked with the shield on, Aventurine will stack a charge point going up to 7 stacks. Once he reaches 7 stacks, he will deal an AoE follow-up attack and apply the stackable shield again. So essentially, just as long as your team is attacked 7 times within a couple turns, I would guess a shield would be up for, you can reapply the shield again, making the skill extremely skill point efficient. You pretty much use the skill once at the start of battle and may not even need to use it again. Aventurine's ultimate is also pretty interesting. It's a single target ultimate that will apply a debuff that allows your team to deal extra crit damage to that enemy. By that, I assume the ultimate won't deal the most damage, but the debuff it inflicts is really good, as you can set your DPS up to deal a lot more crit damage to the enemy. No indication of how much more crit damage you deal, so we just gotta wait and see. Now regarding his technique, how good it will be depends on the numbers. On use, it provides a defense boost for the team, but the percentage of the boost will depend on RNG. Nicely tied in with how Aventurine is as a character, you play slots and will gain the defense boost depending on your rolls. So as I said, this technique will really be dependent on the numbers, being the chances on the rolls and the difference between how much of a defense boost you are given. Overall, Aventurine is looking pretty good since he's a preservation character that can provide more than just a shield to the team. So definitely a good pickup for whoever needs a solid preservation character. We are getting a new 4-star Gallagher, also being a Fire Abundance character. Design wise, he does seem pretty cool, the whole laid back type. As someone you would want to take into battle though, not too sure he would be great since his heal is just a single target heal. However, when he does ult, he will apply a debuff on all enemies, which will allow your team to heal whenever they attack those enemies. I don't think he does that much to warrant a space on your team since there's just so many good choices for characters. As for the reruns, Luocha will be dropping alongside Acheron, so if you desperately need a healer, he would be definitely worth picking up. However, I would recommend prioritizing Acheron since she is likely going to be the best character in the game, so make sure to pick her up before going in for Luocha. It's such a shame that Luocha, being as good as he is dropping as a rerun alongside Acheron. I know quite a few players would love to pick him up, but as I said, Acheron should be the priority. Potentially the Lycone too, so the chances to pull both Acheron with a Lycone and then Luocha are pretty slim. Jingliu will be the secondary run alongside Aventurine. If you are new to the game and you pick up Acheron, it would be perfect if you manage to pick up Jingliu also, since she is still one of the best DPS characters in the game. So you would be able to have both Acheron and Jingliu as your main DPS characters, which would allow you to breeze through content. We are also getting 2 new Planar Ornament sets with the release of Simulated Universe 9. We have both Izumo Gensei and Takuma Divine Realm and Sigonia Unclaimed Desolation. For the Sigonia set, they mentioned that this is a DPS set that will benefit the character in prolonged battles against multiple enemy waves. So this set might be good to switch onto your DPS characters for Swarm Disaster and other difficult content. As for the Izumo Gensei set, it will provide extra buffs to the character when there are other characters on the team of the same path. So this set would have great potential on characters like Kafka being paired with Black Swan and even Acheron, since she would want Nihility debuffers with her too. Nothing else confirmed apart from just that regarding these sets, so we will see what they exactly do later on. With the release of the new Simulated Universe 9, we are also getting a Relic drop boost event by 300%. So not the standard double rewards, this time we are getting triple the rewards, so a lot more value. This of course pairing well with the fact that they are increasing the inventory space for relics from 1500 to 2000, so we will have enough space to farm the event without having to keep salvaging. We are getting a free 4-star selector, and amongst the selection is Gallagher, so if you do want him as a healer, feel free to pick him up. The selection is quite large, so it will depend on your account on who you pick up, but Gwynaifen is the correct choice. Now the Anni Rewards. I gotta say, in comparison to what I personally thought we were gonna get, the rewards are a bit underwhelming. They kinda set our expectations to be quite high after the free doctor ratio, so of course a 5-star selector was up there for sure as a potential reward for the Anni. But 30 pulls at the end of the day is still very good. I'm sure Genshin received either 10 or 20 for the first anniversary, so the fact that Honkai still one up them is really keeping the Genshin could never thing going. I mean, we may still receive some more rewards for the Anni closer to the time, but don't hold your breath on it. 2.1 is looking jam-packed with a ton of stuff, including 2 new areas. I personally cannot wait for this release as the story is just insanely good, and the lore behind Acheron especially. The devs kept on teasing the link between Acheron and RaidenMei, and they are doing it well enough to keep me wanting more. Not long left now till 2.1, so get those last shades in and good luck with whoever you pull. If you did enjoy the video, please subscribe to the channel and drop a like. Also, drop a comment on what you are looking forward to the most in 2.1. And yeah, hope to catch you guys later.